Yeah, you guys looked good. We'll see you back up on stream in a bit.
All right, thank you.
Team Mexico versus Team Japan. This is kind of what we wanted to see, right? So we talk about like some storylines coming in. We talk about teams that they're classic teams. Team Mexico has been a pretty classic team. They started, I think, like last year after G3. They teamed for the first time Dext3r Mariguas.
Did they?
And yeah, they didn't because at G3 they didn't team together. Mariguas teamed with Nier and Dext3r teamed with Pete.
I think the year before they teamed for the first time at Apex. When it was the unofficial teams.
Yeah.
And they lost to Star King and Killer.
Yeah. They weren't like an
official team.
A frequent team, yeah, because Dext3r kind of only played like once a year. He was like retiring.
Yeah.
But they started at Snosa last year, and they took the first people to ever take a set off Team Mahor. And they've had really good showings at G3, or not G4, SmashCon, Snosa. Here again, they're in winter semis. But Japan's always been like these guys. Japan doesn't play teams because they don't have OC consoles. They don't like the lag. They don't really play teams often, and their tournaments are always best of one, single or they've done do double elimination now.
Still managed to get top 8.
Yeah, they never do doubles teams, right? These players are just so talented though that regardless of any practice in teams, they can come together and be very proficient just because their single skill alone can carry them. So they're in winter semis here, and I thought we saw, if I can remember correctly, I thought we saw a Team Japan versus Team Mexico at G4. I believe we saw Kiyoshike and I can't remember who we teamed with. Time maybe? Yeah. Versus Team Mexico, and I think we saw winners and losers because they got to losers semis, maybe losers finals. And I believe Team Mexico actually ended up beating Team Japan last time. And they actually beat. They did beat Team Japan at SmashCon as well. So this is like their third time, or third different Team Japan they're playing. We'll see how it goes.
Many iterations of Japan.
Double peak is obviously going to be Team Mexico. They are both Pika mains, Dext3r Mariguas. The Kirby's going to be Fukurou, and Hiyo forfeits his Yoshi for his Pika in doubles. I kind of agree with that. I mean, I think Yoshi has some potential in doubles. It's a little bit unexplored. He's very risky.
Yeah.
Considering, especially when there's 2 Pikas, like forward air is kind of scary. You can't really use your armor to you can in singles because, like, let's say you start a combo, someone else comes and breaks it. They can both just throw out 2 forward airs at different heights, and then you can't really armor through anything.
Yeah. Yoshi functions best with a character that can save him and give him his jump back, I believe. So Falcon or Kirby, just in case.
Even Fox, I think, can be a good.
Yeah, something to of that nature.
But I don't think like Pika has a hard time saving because his up air usually pops you away. I mean, granted, Yoshi has such a big jump.
Yeah.
But Yoshi never gets his jump back. So you need to kind of pop it back into the stage, right? And it's not easy.
Well, with this, Mexico, they're only down in percent. It's an even game otherwise, but no Thunder. Japan knows the team meta. They know it's Pika Kirby.
Yeah. Well, Fukurou's going his main. And Fukurou's Kirby's looked so good. Like, he's been outstanding in doubles and in singles. Like,
he's very good.
Yeah,
oh, the double nair from Hiyo. So these ledges are kind of tricky because sometimes you undershoot, you just go underneath, and it's, it throws people off if you don't play this stage a lot because you kind of treat it like Dreamland, but there are just very minute differences that throw a lot of players off. So being able to adapt to that is pretty important, especially in a high-stakes match like this. But
I actually think those minute differences is one of the reasons why we're seeing them on Battlefield and not on Dreamland. Kirby doesn't get perfect lands on Battlefields. Kirby gets perfect lands on Dreamland.
Yeah.
So it sets up better shield punishes, better traps. This takes that away, and I think gives these Pikas a little bit more options. They can still beat all the platforms. Kirby can't be as punishing.
Yes.
And it's harder to ledge DI. It's a lot harder to ledge DI on this stage, so you don't have to, if you can edge guard Kirby a little better. Usually Pikas don't have to worry about ledge DI. They're usually up being high anyway.
Yep.
To get out of those things. Even if they get hit off the side, like if they went for the ledge, they can still up beat back. So it's not like ledge DI matters with Pikas. But for Kirby, it's very important, and you take that away on this stage.
It's a great
but
nair.
It's convincing right now for these players.
Yeah, it was even.
Fukurou.
Just kind of Japan's just starting to run away.
Oh, good grab. It's stock. Now it's tied up on stock, but so look at the high percentages on Mexico. While Hiyo's still at high percent.
Great jam.
The high percentage on Mexico on both stocks is just so scary because That should be a dead Pika, and then this next one.
Oh, the ceiling is higher.
That's right. That's another. Okay.
So much higher.
So that's another minute difference. That's yeah, that was crazy. That it's still not gonna kill. So that minute difference makes this stage actually, I think, a very good counter pick to a Pika Kirby team, because forward throw is not gonna kill on the top plat until like
he was at
128 afterwards. It didn't even kill.
That's absurd. Back throw. Okay.
So strong counter pick by, or I guess strong stage striking, smart stage striking decision by Mexico here, but that's
so okay. So the sides are narrower, I presume, a little bit.
Yeah.
The top is much higher up. So.
And the stage itself is smaller actually. The battlefield stage is closer. Everything's closer together.
Yeah.
While the platforms are higher than from the ground, the rest of the stage is narrow. Not just the boundaries. The counter pick gonna be here for
You still strike after? Or you ban after?
Technically, you can't strike in best of fives because you can create a problem with when you have like a DSR rule. You can't have players. So players can't play on the stage they've previously won on. But if you strike a stage, then you can get to a point where there's no stage to play on.
Even that rule still holds true for starter. Like I remember it used to be you can always go to Dreamlands because it was neutral starter stage. So you could always go to that, but you couldn't go to counter pick stages that you had won on. But
well, I guess actually, if you're only striking one stage, let me think about it. If you're only striking one stage, not two, you actually could get it to where you can actually still strike, because I don't think that creates a problem because it's only 3-7 win. So actually, I think they can still strike. I gotta do the math on it,
but FD, and this is interesting.
I like this one because I think double Pika beats. I think Pika has a better matchup against Kirby on FD than on Dreamland, because without the platforms, Kirby can't rack up as much percentage. Like under the side plats, Kirby can like up tilt to get the side plat, punish your tech, and then keep up tilting. Here, Kirby just gets the up tilt and you get right out. Kirby's a little bit slow, so Pika can double up B further away than Kirby can chase.
Yep. Additionally, like I mean, the reason the top plat is so strong for Kirby is because of the sky camping
and forward throw.
Yeah.
Forward throw can kill it there. Yeah.
But Pika, has ways to get around grounded Kirby, and Sky Kirby is good when Pika's not above him. So really, you're looking at Kirby has to land even with Pika on FD. So
it's always on the same fight plan. Yeah. But, still a stock lead, but it's like barely a stock lead. Yeah, this should be a pretty easy edge guard. Drop down back here, yeah, and then that's a dead Pika there. Hiyo drop stock. Now they're tied up. It's like percent lead. No, not anymore.
Reactionary down there out of shield.
And there's not many options to recover. So like, Kirby can't really go anywhere. Kirby has to go for the ledge every time. You can cover that pretty easily. Same with Pika, but Pika can go far, which Kirby can't punish. But Pika can punish any distance Kirby goes for.
Pika winds up dying. Or Hiyo, rather.
So I do like the 19XX in doubles. I've seen it's added a lot of interesting changes to the meta, and we've seen some counters that have paid off for a lot of different teams.
Forward throw, interesting.
I don't like 19XX in singles because singles I think is very flow charted and it has that opportunity to be flow charted. At least it takes a lot of that away. Doubles is never really flow charted because of like how much is going on.
Yeah, I don't like this stage for singles at all. And I mean because I feel like it's just you go Falcon and it's almost like auto win. Falcon, Fox, Yoshi are so much better than the rest.
I really like Yoshi on this stage because you can just horizontal combo people all their cards.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about people like dropping down from platforms on you.
Mexico has a stock lead right now. Fukurou with very high percent.
Yeah, it could be about to be 2 stocks here if they can just get in on the Kirby. But Fukurou going high and run away, letting Hiyo do all the work. That's actually, I like how that game plan, when you're at high percentage, you're kind of there to see if someone gets popped out to do a punish, or if someone kind of can break through your like a second defense. But your Hiyo being out and playing in the front, like the front of the battlefield, or I guess technically final station, battlefield is a metaphor. But with Hiyo kind of controlling the neutral there, it keeps the stock on.
Ooh,
on
overcommit.
Yeah. That's tough. You can get baited very easily against Kirby as Pika. You try to go for an edge guard, you miss it. Your up air is only going to really be positioned to hit for a couple frames, and then Kirby can just drop a fast fall down here, or you just even just a slow fall down here on you if you just miss by a couple pixels.
So Mexico right now really has to take a Fukurou stock. Like it's crucial at this point. There we go. To get it back to even.
And now with Hiyo at high percent, that's good for Mexico because they are very close to taking a stock lead, and being at low percent themselves, have a very strong position to win this. Stock counts, I guess, stock count's obviously important, but stock count loses its value when there's such high percentage because you're a hit away, a back throw away from losing it. You can still chip damage away, but it's always a scary position.
Double back.
Good by Fukurou to keep his Pika's in control while he'll get back.
Yeah, Fukurou though, he's not exactly punishing landings on Pika too well. He's opting for like a lot of grab attempts, but so now Mexico with a stock lead, mid-percent.
And they were trading percent back there, so they ended up finally taking that stock on Hiyo. But they never got to high percent. They're at like medium percent, which this is very safe for Pika. Like these percentages aren't scary. When you're at like 90, that's a scary percentage.
Fukurou has to overcome a mountain.
Great double edge guard. So like they basically just didn't even worry about Fukurou and both went after Hiyo that whole time. And Fukurou wasn't able to get in and break up the 2v1 that was going on the side there. And basically Hiyo spawned, lost his stock right away.
So that's a very scary situation for Fukurou to be in. One Kirby against one Pika is usually scary enough, but now you got two Pikas and they're on either side of you. Yeah. So back air can kind of keep Pika at bay, but now your front is exposed to the other one entirely. So he was kind of in a hopeless situation with where he was.
He's not like Kirby doesn't have like a Fox back air where it does have a hitbox in front and behind.
Yeah.
Like it's enough to maybe throw off someone who missed spaces. But most characters can't ever cover both sides of themselves.
They like to go back to Battlefield.
I think it's a fairly good choice. Simply because actually they already won the stage. They technically can't go back to it.
Despite it being struck or struck to.
Because they already won on, you can't go back to stage you won on. So technically, Mexico's not challenging it, right?
Yeah.
You can gentlemen's right to anything in theory, right? So this set, once they decide to play, the stage can't be countered, so it's too late now. It's up to the players to invoke the DSR, not like the tournament to say, the ref or the official to force it. So. It's like if someone has pass interference, and you want to decline the penalty. It's up to you to accept it.
I don't watch baseball. Good passes there.
Ooh, that's a mistake. Yeah, you don't want that forward air. You want to I want to do a forward up air and chain it.
I thought that looked like it was on purpose because if he DI'd, he DI'd inward and it was right into a grab.
I don't know. I don't think it's ever on purpose. Off stage like that, you almost never want a forward air off stage. Like. They can DI at any position and they always can punish you. It's very rare that you'll ever see a potential force match, especially when they're middle of combo like that. We can ask them if they can win the set and get interviewed, but I'm pretty sure that was a mistake.
It looked pretty sweet. Do it for the swag, if anything, or do it for the story, the Shears rule of life.
Diffs, yeah, do it for the story. Who cares if you get eliminated? Just go to losing,
But Fukurou has not lost the stock here. Mexico, on the other hand, has lost 3.
The way he's playing right now, like Space, probably this one there now. But he looks like for the while, like I think he can hold the stock for a while. Like they're not challenging him recovering. They're going after Hiyo. They're not going after Fukurou. And Fukurou is maintaining stock. Oh,
he blew
that.
that.
Wanted to pivot forward smash. Finally loses stock there, but high percent on Hiyo. This is basically an even game. If you're not able to 2v1 him.
Beautiful by Fukurou there.
Yeah.
A lot of people would just down air at the ledge, which may have harmed.
Accidentally spike your own teammate when he loses a ledge invincibility, yeah.
He just gets him out with a grab and allows Hiyo to get back up.
And what was important was he actually went over to the Pika edge guarding him, or trying to like pressure Hiyo on the edge to allow his teammate to get back instead of going onto the other Pika that was like open season.
Yep. Fukurou still
playing for his
grabs.
teammate instead of playing in the offensive.
Ooh, beautiful combo by Hiyo. 2-stock lead now for Japan.
Mistake by looks like Mariguas going dropping too low, missing the ledge, having LB back, got punished by Hiyo a little bit.
Yeah,
And then
luckily.
good DI, doesn't get combo. Great DI by Mariguas to avoid the up air back here from Pika when it was taking a stock.
So interestingly, I mean, yesterday Mexico was electing to have Mariguas go Kirby. So I guess today they decided, you know, they'll both play their strongest characters. Probably give them the best chance. Good save. A wonderful pass.
And they clean up both those stocks there. Tie back up high percent. This is scary, but I mean, better to have a stock at high percent than not have the stock at all. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, needed that grab. Oh, but you know, Hiyo gives them the grab they wanted.
That double pass.
The edge guard, did they get that? He was able to get back. Hard to do that, but you know, Dext3r went for it. He's pretty efficient at it. Not gonna kill. Oh, it does kill. Finally, we got a 4th kill on this stage from Kirby.
Oh, I think Mariguas took the. Yep, Mariguas decides to take the stock from Dex.
That's Mariguas' attitude though. He's always the best. No one else is good enough. You know, you'd rather have him doing it than someone else.
Yeah. I asked him, I was like, Mariguas, you think you can win? He said, yeah. I said, what about Dex? He goes, no.
And Mariguas is the best in Mexico, you know. No offense to Dex, it was his stock, but if you're thinking about a team, sometimes you gotta forfeit your own to the better player. It doesn't really matter, you know, Mariguas wasn't able to do much. Let's see what they're talking about. They're gonna want to go back to FD. They're technically not allowed to, so we'll see if Japan invokes the DSR.
They haven't played on Dreamland, have they? No.
No.
So.
Dreamland's a battlefield where Kirby gets better platform movement.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if they, you know. Mariguas and Dext3r have so much experience on Dreamland. Granted, so does Team Japan. But it's a question of whether or not, you know, they want to try to amp up their own strengths.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're taking the risk, also letting the opponent amp up their own strengths as well. But maybe they'll just go Saffron. Back to battlefield.
Interesting that they'd want to go back here. You know, they've lost twice on this stage. I don't know what Mexico's thinking. And I feel like Yoshi's could be decent.
Maybe they're just really trying to play up the fact that Japan probably has 0 experience on this stage. And
yeah, but it hasn't mattered.
It hasn't worked yet.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, 3rd time's the charm, maybe. Who knows? They're hitting themselves though. See that?
Solid
back
pass.
here, yeah. Wasn't able to. Fukurou cleaned up though. Like they were in a good position to punish Hiyo and cover both of his recovery options, but Hiyo pushed him out and or Fukurou pushed him out and let Hiyo get back. Oh, unfortunate SD by Hiyo over there.
What I really like that Mexico is doing is they'll get a grab or they'll get a hit, and immediately the thought is retreat, get back to the opponent or to the teammate, get back, you know, to safety, because a lot of their hits are just resulting in them getting punished. So, you know, they're trying to put safety first, which is good.
Yeah, your stock's more valuable than your teammate losing one. Good DI to stay back on. That's scary for Mariguas. You get down here by Kirby like that, a lot of times you lose your stock. You know, DI will. I don't know about if I like the DI onto the top flat. You know, Fukurou followed it right up. Got a down smash, you know, wasn't too deadly, but still something.
Yeah, damage is damage on Pika.
Great space by Fukurou. Still hasn't lost a stock yet. So we're tied up on stocks.
Seems to be the trend. I mean, maybe they're finally trying.
Oh, the double. And wow, that was massive
huge
for Team Japan. The up smash hit both, and then the down B to hit both to kill both. That was huge. And this was, you know, it was close. You know, they were tied up on stocks. They were about to take a stock on Fukurou if they could get that hit.
And now it's a
take a stock lead, and now it's a 2-stock deficit. Ooh. YOLO.
YOLO forward smash.
Hiyo just doesn't like dying, you know? I guess I don't blame him. No one really does, but.
I'm actually of the mind that, you know, Mexico should really just be trying to take advantage of Hiyo as best they can and force him to start taking stocks.
I feel like they have been, but it's not really worked out simply because Fukurou just keeps coming in and chipping back and taking another stock every time. Because when you go and overcommit to someone, there's always a window of vulnerability.
Yeah.
And because basically by them going off stage against Hiyo, both their backs are to Kirby, and Kirby can kind of come in and punish one of them.
Yeah.
It's not like the other one's in the opposite position to punish Kirby. They still have to recover themselves, so it's kind of free for Fukurou to take advantage of that. He's done pretty well with it.
He couldn't get that edge guard.
Hiyo first missed the grab, but turned around and punished it anyway.
So still a 2-stock
Oh,
lead.
unfortunate for Dext. Yeah, there's not many options, not many places for Pika to go. So he had an uppie right back into the down air. Because if you try to go in, you can't. It's hard to get like an inwards uppie and another uppie on this stage. Otherwise, you get stuck under the lip.
Ooh,
and great back air that Fukurou didn't finish off the stock off that fourth.
Oh, but
and then it's an
Mariguas,
SD by Mariguas. Yeah, it's gonna be
couldn't
it.
do anything about it.
3-1 Team Japan. So we'll see Team Japan versus Japan Isaiah in winners finals, and we'll have Mexico going